Time in 5, 4.
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen and friends, and most importantly, graduates and award winners. As chair of the College Board of Management, it is my pleasure to welcome you here today to this virtual ceremony to celebrate the success of our students. Today is a special occasion for our graduates and their loved ones. Graduates, we know that it has been a very challenging year because of the pandemic and repeated lockdowns, and you have had to use different modes of learning. We wholeheartedly congratulate you for completing your course in such surreal and restricted environments. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears in achieving your goals. Christopher Reeves, better known as Superman, said, "So many of our dreams at first seem impossible. Then they seem improbable. And then, when we summon the will, they soon become inevitable." You are all truly super graduates. You, your family and friends should be very proud that you will be a graduate of one of the largest colleges in Scotland. A college which is one of the powerhouses of the local economy, employing 1,200 people with an annual turnover of nearly £60 million, teaching more than 23,000 students and working with some 600 employers. We also educate some 3,000 pupils in 40 secondary schools across our region. West College Scotland is a college that leads change, drives innovation, and provides opportunities to people across the west of Scotland. One with a growing reputation at national level, where our advice is sought and our voice is listened to. The college is the hub, the nexus of the communities that we serve. Orrin Hatch said, "Graduation is not the end, it is the beginning." As a West College Scotland graduate, you have access to this vast networks of opportunities with this rich heritage that we are so privileged to build upon. You are graduates, by achieving what you have achieved at college, are already part of and building on that heritage. The college is fortunate to receive support from a range of organizations that help to make our graduations such a success. A very sincere thank you to all our partners and sponsors and our college staff who make these ceremonies possible. Graduates, be proud of your achievement. You absolutely deserve it. Our college is especially proud of your success in your studies during these unprecedented times. Today is your day. Dr. Seuss, the American filmmaker, aptly describes your next steps. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. We wish you every success in your future endeavors. While we are not celebrating that success as we would perhaps normally do due to pandemic restrictions, I hope that you, your friends, and your families will be able to have the opportunity to safely celebrate your achievements in your own way. So to fire you up, I leave you with a quote from Walt Disney on his 5 magic secrets. Think tomorrow, free imagination, strive for everlasting quality, have a stick-to-it tea, and have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce our Principal and Chief Executive, Liz Connolly.
Honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, our graduation ceremonies are truly the highlight of our year. As Principal of West College Scotland, it is an immense privilege for me to host this event and to welcome grandparents, mums, dads, husbands, wives, partners, children and friends. But most of all, it's an honour to welcome and congratulate our outstanding class of 2021. And you certainly are an outstanding class. You have achieved your qualifications during one of the most challenging times in our country's history, with all the norms and expectations of student life turned upside down. Many of you have had to adapt to remote learning. You've had to motivate yourselves to continue on your student journey, whilst perhaps dealing with challenging home and family situations. And throughout it all, you've had to be resilient. And the resilience you have shown will stand you in good stead for the future. What then is this evening all about? Well, although we are not all in a grand hall together, as we would have been pre-COVID, this ceremony is still all about celebrating you and your achievements. Achievements should be celebrated individually and collectively. When a footballer scores a goal, it's not just the goal scorer who celebrates, so do teammates, coaches and fans. And none of us achieves anything on our own. We all need help, and when we get it, we say thank you. So we are also here to say thank you to the whole West College Scotland family, from the outstanding lecturers to the facilities and support staff who helped and supported you throughout your college journey. And all achievement deserves to be recognised. 60 years ago, a college graduate, Yuri Gagarin, took the ultimate leap into the unknown and won the admiration of the world to become the first person in space. Your achievements, however, are no less great, no less brave, and have already set you on a path to further enrich the world. Today is your ticker tape parade and a chance for us all to recognise and celebrate your achievements. The world has changed dramatically since Yuri Gagarin, at that time a 16-year-old apprentice in a steel foundry, took evening classes to better himself. Your mobile phone contains more computing power than that harnessed by the rockets that powered those first astronauts into space. Words and names such as Google, Microsoft and Facebook hadn't been conceived. Neither had the idea of a global pandemic that would isolate people like never before in modern history, but that would also allow all of us to take another collective technological leap. One that has created a virtual college family, allowing learning to continue throughout the toughest of times and ensure you can graduate today. Now try and imagine the next wave of technological change that will transform our world again. You know the workplace that you join will be unrecognisable from the one you will retire from in 40 or 50 years' time. Even before the economic disruption caused by coronavirus, researchers were predicting that artificial intelligence will see around a third of current job roles disappear over the next 2 decades. Digital communications, virtual reality, increased connectivity, and the Internet of Things mean that work will increasingly be something we do rather than somewhere we go. But as those jobs disappear, new ones will emerge. Jobs that don't even exist today will become commonplace. It sounds daunting, but believe me, you have equipped yourselves to be among the lucky ones. The key skills that will be needed in the future are the very skills that you have been developing while you have been at West College Scotland. Complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, coordinating with others, emotional intelligence, judgment and decision making, service orientation, negotiation and cognitive flexibility. You are well qualified. You are smart. Your success here at West College Scotland proves you have the skills and the talent to adapt, to change and to use it for your benefit, for the benefit of your families and your communities. You leave us with a set of skills that are future-proof, with a set of skills that allow you to interact effectively with other people and with an understanding of the importance of creativity and collaboration in the modern workplace. Among you are the leaders of tomorrow, who will lead with empathy and perspective, taking care of those in your charge. Among you are the people who will help find the answers with which we can collectively tackle the climate emergency. Among you are the people who will care for our children, our elderly, and our sick with dignity and respect. Your potential is vast. What I'd like you to do now is ask you for a few moments to travel forward in time. Not the full 40 years, but say 20 years. You've met the older you. I want you to ask the older you a few things. Am I happy? Have I used my skills and talents wisely? Have I used my time well? Have I truly achieved what I thought I was able to? Have I continued to develop, building on the investment I made in myself by studying at West College, Scotland? I truly hope the answer to all these questions will be an emphatic yes. But let's be clear, even if the answer to all of them is yes, you will encounter disappointments, rejections and failure. I have. In fact, just about anybody who has ever succeeded in anything has failed at something. To get on in life, you must be motivated. Being motivated means taking risks, and taking risks means accepting failure, learning from it and bouncing back. Achievements stem from drive and determination as much as ability. Persistence and conviction are the difference between success and failure. So if you want to succeed, don't be afraid to fail. Use failure to teach you something about yourself. Use it to become stronger, wiser and more determined. Life is an infinite game. There are no winners and losers. Those that truly succeed are the people who don't try to beat others. Rather, they're the people who look to constantly better themselves. You know what you're good at. You know what excites you. You have something to offer society, and you have a responsibility to yourself to find out what that is. All of us change the world a little just by being here. Please try and change it more than a little, and change it in a positive way. By coming to West College, Scotland, you have made an investment in yourself. Many of you will have made big sacrifices to come here. Make sure your precious investment is not frittered away. We, the West College Scotland family, are proud of you. Your family and friends are proud of you. Be proud of yourself and what you have achieved at West College, Scotland. I hope you will always remember us fondly and speak well of us. Finally, enjoy this evening. You've earned it. Now, if we were in that grand hall I mentioned earlier, I would be encouraging you to cheer, clap and raise the roof. While it might not be quite the same, remember we are still cheering and clapping for you, and I'm sure your friends and family who are watching this are too. Enjoy your moment of glory. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and graduands. I'm delighted that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Creative Industries and Media. I'm delighted that the following students have achieved their Higher National Diploma in Creative Industries and Media. HND Creative Industries Media Prize sponsored by the Clydebank Post. This student has shown real determination to succeed this year. Despite all the challenges presented by the pandemic, he has produced work to a high standard, collaborated successfully, supported classmates and taken on new experiences that will help him in his future career. His dedication to learning the nitty-gritty of sports journalism was demonstrated by his commitment to work experience with Yoker Athletic FC. In the weeks when play could take place, he was there in all weathers. This commitment has led to further opportunities covering professional women's football, and I am delighted to present this award to him. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to announce that the HND Creative Industries Media Prize is awarded to George Loudon. I'm thrilled that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Photography. HNC Photography Prize sponsored by West College Scotland. The winner of this prize is a student who treated his studies with maturity and respect, always willing to push himself through challenges with a positive attitude. He was a great support to his fellow classmates with an approachable and helpful manner. He took direction and feedback with an eagerness to achieve, learn and develop. We wish him all the best for a successful career as a photographer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to announce that the HNC Photography Prize is awarded to Stephen Mackenzie. I'm delighted that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Architectural Design. HNC Interior Architecture and Design Prize sponsored by Cadden Parry Architects. The winner of this prize was an exceptional student that showed great energy for her studies this year. She offered to mentor younger students during her HNC and navigated a steep learning curve from home while looking after her family. The quality of her work and process was a delight to watch grow during her time with us, and we wish her great success with her studies at the Mackintosh School of Architecture next year. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together at home for the HNC Interior Architecture and Design Award, which goes to Morven Naismith. I'm pleased that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Graphic Design with Illustration. The HNC Illustration Prize is sponsored by Specialist Crafts. The winner of this prize is an extremely creative and prolific student who has proved herself to be a quiet powerhouse of resilience and tenacity in the face of a difficult year. The groundwork for her success was laid last year in her NC Graphic Design and Illustration course. Her tutors have nothing but high praise for her commitment to projects. She goes the extra mile, goes above and beyond, and leaves no stone unturned are phrases which are typical when lecturers discuss her creative process. Her HNC year has been shaped by live client design and illustration briefs such as IKEA's Lagom and West Dunbartonshire's Council's Titan Crane project, where her work was very highly regarded by both clients. Despite a backdrop of completing a practical course largely off campus due to the pandemic, she sustained a very focused and productive work ethic, essential for a future in the creative industries. She led a design team in the production of a children's picture book, a compendium of stuff and nonsense, a design project featuring the illustration work of the entire HNC class. Coupled with her college work, she also continues to work creatively on personal projects, an exemplary student with extraordinary talent who recognises the value of teamwork and getting on with the job, regardless of difficult circumstances. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm absolutely thrilled to announce that the HNC Graphic Design with Illustration Prize is awarded to Hayley Irene Mills.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thrilled that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Fashion Makeup. I'd now like to announce the HNC Fashion Makeup Prize sponsored by Cryolan. This student is an extremely talented young woman and has completed her HNC in fashion makeup to a high standard, producing beautiful and professional images that meet industry standards. She has exhibited a high level of creative talent, going above and beyond at all times. Enthusiastic and keen to learn, she always done more than was asked, which was noticed by her lecturers and peers, proving to be an inspiration to others. In addition to her fashion makeup course, she attended an ESOL course to learn English as a second language, helping her with any language barriers which she never affected her willingness to learn. We are delighted to have her back with us to study HND level and are very excited to see what the future holds for her. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to tell you that the HNC Fashion Makeup Prize is awarded to Jolanta Javor Staniov. It gives me great pleasure that the following students have successfully achieved their Higher National Diploma in Beauty Therapy. The HND Beauty Therapy Prize is sponsored by Dermalogica. The winner of this prize is a highly motivated professional and conscientious therapist who has continually produced an excellent standard of work, dedicating both time and effort to all that she has undertaken throughout her studies at West College, Scotland. The Clydebank campus staff wish her all the best wishes for the future and success within her chosen career. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together at home for the HNC Beauty Therapy is awarded to Amy Durnan. I'm thrilled that the following students have achieved their higher national diploma in makeup artistry. The HND Makeup Artistry Prize is sponsored by West College Scotland. The winner of this prize has grown in confidence and creativity, enabling her to thrive in makeup artistry. She started as a quiet, studious student, eager to learn from her lecturers and peers, whilst blossoming into a confident, highly creative individual who has proven time and time again that she's able to work to a very high industry standard. She has great drive and determination in her career goals and has already made an impressionable footprint not only in our department but is now currently embarking on her degree course at Bolton University. She is a great role model for our up-and-coming students. We have every faith that she's destined for a great career in makeup artistry and we are excited to see what the future holds. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together at home for the HND Makeup Artistry is awarded to Katie Forsyth. I am delighted that the following students have achieved their higher national certificate in hairdressing. The HNC Hairdressing Prize is sponsored by Hair and Beauty World. This student is a fun, bubbly and extremely talented up-and-coming hairdresser. He always came to class enthused and was a brilliant motivator to the rest of the class. He took on challenges and tasks with flair but didn't shy away from asking for help when needed. He's a team player and collaborated well with others and was very encouraging within the class environment. He enjoyed sharing his knowledge with his peers and in turn enjoyed learning from them too. He submitted his work on schedule and always to a very high standard. He prided himself on his photographs, creative videos and fun TikToks of his work. He has an established social media following and works hard at staying current and on trend. It was a pleasure having him in the class group and we will wish him all the best for his future career. Ladies and gentlemen, the HNC Hairdressing Prize is awarded to Cameron Knox.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Myself, Blair, and your lecturers congratulate you on your achievements in the past year in the most difficult of circumstances. Normally, a graduation is a time when we can meet our students for the last time and find out how they've progressed. Please email us to tell us what you are now doing. I am honoured that the following students have achieved their higher national certificate in accounting. I am delighted that the following students have achieved their Higher National Diploma in Accounting. HND Accounting Prize sponsored by Be Able Business Services. The winner of this prize has worked throughout the year to a very high standard in all their subjects. Even in video lessons, her participation was enthusiastic and her attitude a positive one. She's a worthy winner of the HND Accounts Prize, and we wish her all the best of luck in her future endeavours. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together at home for the HND Accounts Prize is awarded to Helena Patricia Borges Fernando Ribeiro. The following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Administration and Information Technology. Well done, everyone. The following student has achieved their Higher National Certificate in Business. I am delighted that the following students have achieved their Higher National Diploma in Business. The HND Business Prize is sponsored by West College, Scotland. This student has a passion for learning and as a result excelled academically during his time at college. He was an active class member with a high level of attendance, participation, teamwork, and demonstrated a profound knowledge for each subject taught. Furthermore, as a mature student with ample experience in the business field, he always shared his experience with his classmates and lecturers by linking real examples with the theory subject, which, as per their feedback, added value to the understanding and application of the topic. He was approached by classmates for advice when they struggled with understanding a certain topic or when they lacked motivation. He influenced them with positive energy and helped them to see the real benefit of studying. He also conducted group studies where the class group shared ideas and knowledge to empower each other. He has been an example to his classmates and is leaving the college to attend the business course of his choice at Glasgow Caledonian University. Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to announce that the HND Business Prize is awarded to Farid Murshid.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very proud to be here again to congratulate all the computing students who achieved their qualifications despite it being another tough academic year. Indeed, the computing students studied for the entire year online, which demonstrated great resilience and commitment, but also a selflessness to allow other students in more practical areas to use our rooms and resources safely. So thank you and well done. It gives me great pleasure that the following students have achieved the Higher National Certificate in Cyber Security. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure that the following students have achieved their Higher National Diploma in Cyber Security. The HND Cybersecurity Prize is sponsored by PracticeLabs.com. This student was without doubt the outstanding student in his class over the 3 years he studied at the college, gaining a grade A for NC, HNC and now HND. He was a model student who helped all his peers, arranged extra study groups and coached them throughout. His technical abilities, coupled with a deep understanding of the theories in networking and cybersecurity, set him apart from the rest of the class. What made it all the more impressive is that he is originally from Italy and managed to do all of this in his second language. He held down a part-time restaurant job throughout his studies, which shows exceptional dedication and organisation. Upon finishing his HND, he has now gained a graduate apprenticeship with a large IT company, and I'm sure he will excel in his new career whilst gaining his university degree. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together at home for the HND Cybersecurity Prize, awarded to Giuseppe Perugia.
Good evening to everyone watching at home. Once again, our students have shown outstanding commitment and resilience in their studies with us. Initially having campus classes, which were moved to our virtual platform in November due to another lockdown. So tonight is a time to celebrate their achievements. It gives me absolute pleasure that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Travel and Tourism.
Good evening to everyone at home. I am pleased that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Automotive Engineering. HNC Automotive Engineering Prize has been sponsored by Dingbro. The winner of this prize joined the Motor Vehicle Department as part of a Schools for Work programme and went on to complete the levels 1, 2, 3 courses. He worked hard during his time and was awarded with City and Guild certification in motor vehicle engineering. Continuing his studies at HNC level, he demonstrated his previously learned knowledge of various systems, completing his written and practical work on time and to a high standard. He has achieved Grade A and hopes to continue his studies at degree level at university. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to announce that the HNC Automotive Engineering Prize is awarded to Michael Boyle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Fabrication and Welding. HNC Fabrication and Welding Prize sponsored by WeldSafe. The winner of this prize has been an exemplary student during the HNC course. He has completed work to a very high standard and has been proactive in his studies during a very difficult period while working as a sheet metal apprentice with BA Systems. Despite a large portion of classes being delivered remotely, he has participated very well in all classes and contributed to all class discussions. His dedication and hard work was rewarded with high marks in all of his assessments, and he has also achieved an A for his graded unit. He is a credit to his employer, and I am sure he has a great future ahead of him. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together at home for HNC Fabrication and Welding Prize is awarded to Jack and Yetta Mackay.
Good evening, everyone. The success of our sport and fitness students comes from their unwavering commitment, determination and desire to succeed in their studies during this very challenging time. For them, this success is even more deserved. I am delighted that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Coaching and Developing Sport. I am thrilled that the following students have achieved their Higher National Diploma in Coaching and Developing Sport. HND Coaching and Developing Sport Prize is sponsored by West Dunbartonshire Leisure. The winner of this prize was a hard-working, conscientious and successful student. She made the move from the Highlands to Glasgow with ease and juggled her studies with full-time work. She completed coursework and assessments to a very high standard and always submitted them on time. She enjoyed the course and maintained high levels of motivation, even through the lockdown situations. She was popular with the staff and her peers, and she is now continuing her studies at university, and we wish her the very best of luck. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together at home for the HND Coaching and Developing Sport Prize, which is awarded to Megan Stewart MacDonald.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen and graduates. I am delighted the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Social Sciences. Well done, everyone. The HNC Social Sciences Prize is sponsored by Clyde Shopping Centre. This year's prize winner has been a valued member of the department for the last 3 years. He initially commenced his studies in the Level 5 Social Sciences Introductory course before progressing onto the NC Level 6 Highers in 2019 and finally onto the HNC Social Sciences in 2020. When asked to describe him, staff would highlight his laid-back, genial nature, his dry humour and inquisitive thirst for knowledge. The academic and social progress that this young man has achieved in the last 3 years is remarkable. This progress has seen him emerge as a highly critical thinker who rightly achieved the top grade in the HNC course. The fact that this was during a pandemic and the course was fully online makes this achievement even more commendable. I have no doubt that he will continue to thrive at university and do himself proud. I'm absolutely delighted to announce that the HNC Social Sciences Prize is awarded to Aidan Shields.
Good evening, everyone. The success of our applied science students comes from both a commitment and adaptability of the science staff at Clydebank, but also the determination and drive from the students who continued their studies during this very difficult time. For them, I'm sure this success is all the sweeter. We are all delighted that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Applied Science. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the HNC Applied Science Prize is sponsored by Glasgow University. The winner of this prize has been an outstanding student. He started the course as a very quiet individual who lacked confidence in himself and his abilities. This course has been life-changing for him. He has gained transferable skills, developed his communication skills, and grown personally by becoming a more organised learner through the PDP planning and action planning process. He has been accepted for an engineering course at the University of the Highlands and Islands, where he has developed enough confidence to relocate this summer. The staff are proud of how far he has come during this year and commented on how delightful he has been as a developing science scholar. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together at home for the HNC Applied Science Prize, which is awarded to Connor McCady. Well done, Connor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The childhood practice students this year have demonstrated great resilience and determination to complete their awards. A sense of community spirit was fostered as we all learn new digital skills together. During a very challenging time, you all coped remarkably with not only your own online learning, but in many cases supporting your children's online learning too. We wish we were able to celebrate with you in person, and while we can't do that, be assured we are thinking of you and we are very proud of you. I am pleased to announce that the following students have successfully achieved their Higher National Certificate Childhood Practice. Congratulations to each and every one of you. HNC Childhood Practice Prize sponsored by West College Scotland. Throughout his 2 years of study at West College Scotland, his work has been of a consistently high standard. He has shown competent knowledge and understanding of theory and practice, and his research skills highlight that he is competent in both independent and collaborative learning. In placement, he is a valued member of the team. He was enthusiastic, flexible and resourceful. But it is in his relationships with the children that he really excels. He has a genuine understanding and interest in their individual needs, rights and interests, and how to support them. His interactions with the children are nurturing, sensitive and caring. He has the required skills, qualities and attributes of a true professional in early years. He is someone who will make a positive contribution to the lives of young children, supporting them to reach their full potential. He was consistent in this very caring and warm approach as he navigated his way through both his personal circumstances and professional goals during his time at West College Scotland in a very inspiring way. This gained him great respect for all those he has worked with. I am delighted to announce that the HNC Childhood Practice Prize goes to Ash MacArthur.
Good evening everyone. I'm delighted that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Social Services. I would now like to announce the HNC Social Services Prize, sponsored by Corsten Sinclair. This student is a very worthy winner of this year's prize for the HNC Social Services course. This has been a difficult and unusual year, and she has maintained her commitment and enthusiasm for her studies. She has consistently met the demands of the course and has had the confidence to raise any concerns with her tutors throughout the year. She has embraced this opportunity to use her learning from the course and apply it to her role within the social care sector. We wish her all the best in the future and are assured that she has a bright career ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together at home for the HNC Social Services Prize is awarded to Iona Marie Sweeney. I'm truly delighted that the following students have achieved their Higher National Certificate in Care and Administrative Practice. Last but not least, it gives me great pleasure to announce the HNC Care and Administrative Practice Prize sponsored by Integral Occupational Health. This student progressed on to the HNC course from Higher Care. We remember when she came for her interview and she was very nervous and wasn't sure that she wanted to come to study at the Clydebank campus. We've had the pleasure of working with her throughout her time in college, and I've always found her to be hardworking and conscientious. She was given an outstanding report from her higher placement, and the manager said they would have hired her if they could. She's been a positive student despite all the adversities that have arisen over the past couple of years, and totally deserves her prize winner's accolade. We wish her well as she continues her studies at university. Ladies and gentlemen, the The HNC Care and Administration Prize is awarded to Darlene McPhail.
West College Scotland and the HMS Hood Association are proud to present this year's Shipbuilding Engineering Award to 21-year-old Guruk student Craig McAllister. Craig, who has just started his third year of fabrication and welding studies, is an apprentice welder with BAE Systems in Govan. Described by his lecturers as showing great potential and having a keen interest in shipbuilding, he has impressed staff and students alike with his attitude to learning. He's shown outstanding commitment and demonstrated progression throughout his time at West College Scotland. Craig has always completed work to the highest standard, making him a worthy winner of this prestigious prize. Craig said, "In college, I just get my head down and get the work done. I've enjoyed coming to Clydebank and applying my new skills in work. BAE is a good company to work for, so if you're lucky enough to secure an apprenticeship, get stuck in and they'll look after you. I think it's important to make sure you apply yourself and have a good attitude in whatever you do, and I'm delighted to have been awarded this prize." Well done to Craig, and we wish him all the best in completing his apprenticeship.
Congratulations to everyone here on graduating at West College Scotland. I am the newly elected student president, and as much as I wish we had more time to know each other, I am excited for everyone here. Every one of you has just closed a chapter and you're now ready to take the next step in your life, whether that's in further education, a job, or at home. You should also be so proud of your achievements. Hold your head high and appreciate the work you put in, because it isn't easy. It hasn't been easy for anyone the last year. Life is hard, especially as a student. We all have our own responsibilities, our own hardships, our own battles, but none of that stopped you. You didn't let anything get in the way of your education, and you fought for what you wanted because you deserve it. Problems, big or small, everyone has them. Give yourselves a round of applause for overcoming your own barriers. Well done. I'd like to take a moment to mention everyone that, for their own reasons, might not have graduated, and say, do not let this set you back. This is not the end. Life goes on and always brings other opportunities. One door closes and another one opens, so keep smiling. You choose your path. You choose your fate. So don't ever let anyone tell you you can't, because there is no can't, only won't. And I believe that there is no obstacle too big. If you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything. From this point on, you choose your way. Mould your life for you. Graduates of 2021, from everyone at West College Scotland, we wish you good luck for the future. Dream big and reach high. Enjoy every moment you can, and thank you for being a part of the community we have built together.